YouTube, welcome to the channel. In this video, I run my first ever half marathon. So super excited to show you my experience. I'm gonna walk you through my entire race weekend, everything I did to prepare, pretty much all the meals I ate, a shakeout run, show you what my experience was like running the actual race, and then give you my thoughts. So yeah, I'll meet you back here afterwards for my race recap. See you then. It's Friday, 2 days before the race. Really excited. Usually like to start off my mornings by getting in some water, just drinking straight up water. And then I follow that water up with a very nice cup of Nespresso coffee. Just had my morning coffee and my morning poop. Now it's time for my morning walk. Freaking cold. We made it. I live really close to the beach, so in the morning during my walks, I like to walk to the ocean and step on this spot specifically. And then I like to just look at the water and acknowledge the ocean's existence. It's right there. Walk done. Nice little 2-mile loop. Nothing crazy. Looked at the ocean. And now we're back. I'm a little hungry, so I'm gonna make some Friday flapjacks. Really love these Kodiak protein pancake mix. It's really good. It's like 440 calories. I think 40 something grams of protein in this serving, so pretty fire. I like to make it with bananas, low sugar maple syrup, and a little bit of cinnamon. I'm whispering because my girlfriend and roommate are still asleep. And here's the final product. I don't even know how to attack this thing. Okay, so smashed breakfast and then decided to change out of my daily sweats and sweatshirt to put on an actual outfit since I was leaving the house. So this is what I was rocking. All right, and then I had to get some work done. I work from home, so this is me doing that, just working from home. Also keeping a close eye on the March Madness games on my iPad. It is now my lunch break. Time to go down to the expo for the race on Sunday and go grab my bib and check it out, see what they got going on. So let's go. Of course, parking was kind of crazy, so I had to pay for parking, but we made it downtown. Let's go get my bib. The expo is a little underwhelming. Honestly, I think I watched too many videos of like the New York Marathon and all this stuff. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was there for probably 30 seconds. Tried on this pair of sunglasses and then got out of there, and then got stuck on my way home in traffic because it takes forever apparently to build a roundabout. This was my lunch. It's a homemade elote pasta salad, super fire, lots of protein, and just smashed this while I watched some more March Madness and then had to finish up work. So this is me doing that. Alright, work is done for the day. Now it's time to get ready for my little couple mile shakeout run. So let's get to it. For my runs, I like to do just one scoop of G1M Sport and one Element pack in some water. Give me some electrolytes, give me some liquid carbs right before my run. So yeah. There's always people doing yoga at this park, and today there was a DJ, so there's that. Okay, we're back. Shakeout run, successful, very chill. Usually after my runs, I like to sit outside, just kind of cool down a little bit. Look at my Strava. Yeah, just kind of reflect a little bit. Yeah, I'll put the stats up right now, but 3.16 miles, pace of 8:53 per mile. Yeah, pretty chill. Feel really good. Don't really have any little injuries, little pains. So yeah, I'm really excited. Also feel like my pace has kind of just naturally gotten quicker. I haven't really put in much effort trying to like run faster. I think just the more I run, it slowly trickled down over time, which is really cool. I was running like 10-minute miles pace for a while, and it kind of crept down to like 9:45, 9.5. Now, even for like my 5 to 6 mile runs, I run at kind of like a 9-minute pace. I don't think I can keep that up for the whole half marathon though, so I need to just try my best to start slow and take my time. I don't really have a goal for this race other than finish and try to beat the time that I ran it in when I did it just for training. So when I did it for training, I ran it in 2 hours and 22 minutes, which I know is not very fast, but for me, I thought that was pretty good. So I think if I could beat that this go around, that would be really cool. Yeah, so the rest of tonight, I'm just gonna shower, make some food, probably just do some stuff around the house, maybe watch the Severance finale, and then try to get to bed early. Tomorrow I have a charity golf tournament that I'm doing with some buddies, so it's gonna be hard not to drink a bunch of beer, but I'm not gonna do that. I promise. I'm just gonna try to drink water. There's gonna be pizza, so might have some za carbo load, and then I have a pasta dinner tomorrow night, get some last minute carbs in, and then it's go time. So I'm super excited. That would actually be a good time to give any of you watching just like a little background. I have not been a runner really my entire life. I played sports in high school. I played football mainly. I did do track and field, but I only ran, like I did the 100 and I pole vaulted. I only did pole vaulting to get out of sprinting practice. But I always thought of myself as a sprinter, as a football player, never as a runner. Hated running long distance. As I've gotten older, I kind of just have gotten into it a little bit, and yeah, I really enjoy it. I'm not, again, as you just heard from my times, I'm not very fast, but just like it, just like the flow state that you get in, just like getting out into the community and just exercising, getting some sun. It's really nice. This race was a very spur of the moment thing. I was actually like really overweight for me heading into this year. I fall into this trap every year of like, oh, it's the holidays, it's football season, I'm just gonna drink IPAs and not do any physical activity. So yeah, I headed into this year, I was like 175, which is pretty crazy. I'm like 5'6", so yeah, not great. So yeah, just set a goal to really try to get back into shape and get healthy, and started running a little bit here and there, like going to the gym, surfing more, and started losing some weight. And then one of my good buddies, Seth, said that he was running in a half marathon down here in San Diego in March and was like, you should do it with me. And I said, yeah, sure, let's do it. So yeah, signed up on a whim and have been training to get to this point, kind of steadily increasing my mileage until I got to the point where I ran a half marathon just for training on my own, which was a really cool feeling. And yeah, I just started seeing some progress with like my weight as well. I'm down to 155. I've lost 20 pounds, which is pretty crazy to think about. But yeah, I feel really great and feel like I don't, hopefully, knock on wood, will never get back to that point where I'm that out of shape, that unhealthy. I don't know. We'll see when football season comes around again, if that's going to be the case. But yeah, that's just, I guess, a little background into this race. Just signed up on a whim, and I'm really excited to run it on Sunday. And then yeah, beyond that, I have another event which I will talk about in the next video. Peace. I don't even know how to end these. I always do like a peace sign. It's really awkward. I'll get better at it, I promise. This was my dinner, little macaroni and cheese, homemade spicy McChicken, and some homemade fries with some ranch. Just smashed that, watched some YouTube, and then went to bed. Good Good afternoon. It is Saturday before race day. It's been a little bit of a hectic morning. I got up super early this morning and participated in the Wildcat Invitational, which is a charity golf tournament put on by some friends. The proceeds go to Rady Children's Hospital. So a really cool event. I had a lot of fun. I actually hit it really well, surprisingly. I haven't played in a long time, so felt good to get out there and kind of stripe it, honestly. Not to toot my own horn, but I was hitting it pretty good.
Oh. Nice. That was good.
And then, yeah, afterwards, we went to Sandbox and hung out, and they had like a raffle and stuff. And then went to the beach and just met up with Seth and Sean, who I'm running the race with tomorrow. So it was cool to just see them. I've known Seth and his wife Elena for a long time, so it was good to see them, have them in town. So yeah, just made it home from hanging out with them. I got a package from BPN full of a bunch of supplements and nutrition, so I'll walk you through what I got from them. So yeah, got dinner tonight to carbo load, and then need to get to bed early so we can wake up. Race starts at 6:50, so need to get up and get my coffee in, get my stretching in, get some water, and then get ready to roll. So yeah, let me show you what I got from BPN. Also, I say that as if they sent me free stuff. They did not. I'm not a BPN athlete. I just like their stuff. Having their stuff makes me feel like a BPN athlete, and I feel like that's more important. So let me show you what I got. Okay, let's see. So we have another GUNM Sport. This stuff is really nice. Liquid carbs, electrolytes, good liquid fuel, and then I got these Go bars. Again, good carbohydrates. We're probably gonna have one of these like maybe right before the start. And then I got one of these 24-ounce water bottles. Yeah, I'm gonna put probably a scoop of GUNM Sport and some electrolytes in there. Then we got these mixed berry Go gels. These have caffeine in them too, so I might have 2 regular gels and then 2 caffeine ones. I think I'm planning to have 4 gels, 1 every 4 miles, I think is my rough idea. So 2 regular ones in the beginning and then maybe 2 caffeine ones at the end and kind of give me a little extra boost. Then I have these strong joints. I gotta do the influencer thing when you put the hand here. So yeah, strong joints. I don't know, sometimes I just have little aches and pains after runs and stuff, so this will come in handy, probably more so for what I'm training for next, which again, I'll go over in the next video. And then 2 things of whey protein. I got vanilla, and then I got peanut butter. So yeah, that's it, that's what I got. Okay, gear for tomorrow. First off, crucial, anti-blister, anti-chafe. Can't chafe, can't have blisters, can't have it. 24-ounce Go One More water bottle, Nike Dry Fit tank, Bandit running socks, all of my gels, my Go One More run hat, my Go bar, my bib, and then this Nike running jacket, which hopefully I'll be able to give to my girlfriend before I start. So yeah, I'm running in a tank top and shorts. It's gonna be kind of cold, so I'm hoping I don't freeze, but I run really hot and I hate running with, long sleeve stuff or baggy things. It just feels really restricting, and I hate when I'm sweating and it's just all over me. I don't like that. Usually I run with my shirt off, which I know is kind of douchey, but I like it. It's no chafing and you just feel really good as you're running. So that's the plan. We'll see how it works. I might freeze, but I don't know. I think I'll be fine. So we'll see. I totally forgot to film dinner, so hand up, that's on me. But I just had some pasta, very simple looking pasta. It looked like this. And that brings us to race day. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Woke up early. Couldn't fall back asleep. But it's a race day, baby. Let's go. Started the morning off with some stretching and some water. these are a few of the stretches that I did. After that, I took my Strong Joints supplement and then made some toast with honey and bananas and some cinnamon and sat there and ate it. I was still really full from the pasta and all the carbs from the day before, to be honest, so I don't know if I needed this, but it turned out all right. Then it was time to make my pre-race elixir. So that was 1 scoop of G1M Sport and 1 Element Pack. It's kind of my go-to. In my brand new 24-ounce insulated G1M Sport BPN water bottle, baby. Drank that and then did some Theragunning to my legs and tried on my race fit. Looking pretty fresh, honestly. Let's be real. I think I was just a tad fired up for race day. Can you tell? All right, I think all the preparation is done. Got my food in, got my coffee in, drinking my G1M Sport and electrolytes. All dressed. Nothing left to do but to rip it, baby. Let's go.
Just waiting on word, wing 2, that we're all clear for you, and we'll get you going.
I didn't film the start of us going, we kind of just hopped in line, and then next thing I knew we were off. It was hectic, people everywhere. So yeah, I didn't film, we just, jumped right into it. Mile 4, feeling good. Little detour to go to the bathroom. No line though. Just about halfway. Feeling good. Mile 8, bathroom break number 2. About to start a climb, but feeling really good. Mile 10, just did the climb. Feel really good. 3 more miles to go. Did it, baby. Woo. Let's go. Okay, race recap. I think my biggest takeaway was just how much I thoroughly enjoyed it. This was my first ever race event, and I think the biggest thing that stood out to me was just how awesome the environment was. Everyone was super encouraging. The vibes were just immaculate, and I was just smiling the whole time. I don't know. I felt really good, as you'll see from my clips that I took during the actual race. Every clip I just said, I'm feeling good. Roll that right now. Feeling good, but feeling really good. Feel really good. Yeah, so I was feeling good, obviously, and was just really enjoying myself. I think I was pretty surprised at how many people were watching, were there with signs and just encouraging all the runners. I mean, people that I had never met were cheering me on, and I just thought that was super cool. As far as the actual race itself, I'm so happy with the way that I performed. I, made kind of a passive goal. I mean, first goal was to just finish strong and not really walk the whole time, which I didn't walk the entire time. And my secondary goal was really to beat the time that I had in training. So in training, my time was 2 hours and 22 minutes. I think a lot of that had to do with stopping, crossing streets, things like that. But in the actual race, I ran it in 2 hours and 2 minutes, which is awesome. I am super, super happy with that. Didn't think that was possible, really. And yeah, I think I just really ran a good race. I started off really slow, and I started off with my buddies Seth and Sean, who are much faster runners than I, and kind of told them after like the first mile, like, you guys are good, like, feel free to take off and run without me. And they kind of slowly drifted ahead of me, as I knew they would. And yeah, I didn't really let that get to me though. I didn't try and keep up with them or run too fast out of the gate. And even as we were going through the first 4, 6, 7, 8 miles, people were passing me and stuff like that, but just kind of kept my pace. My goal really was just to stay in the 9-minute range. I know it's a big range, but just 9-minute miles, nice, easy pace, because I knew we had a climb. So the climb was probably the biggest X factor in this race, you could say. It was really from the end of mile 8 to mile 10, there was, about 270, 300 feet of elevation. And there was one point, I think it was miles like 9.5 to 10, where it was pretty vertical, like pretty steep climb. And most people were walking it, but I don't know, I kind of got a second wind, or I just had a lot of energy still at that point in time. So I beasted the hill, honestly. I ran the whole thing. I did it in a 10-minute mile pace, which, is not super fast, but didn't walk at all. Like, really just ran right up the hill. I feel like I kind of timed it perfectly, where I went to the bathroom and had a caffeine gel, one of my BPN Go gels, which are delicious, by the way. I'll get to that. But I had one of those right before the climb, and I just felt so good, and just beasted the hill. And then after the uphill, finished the uphill by like the end of mile 10. The rest of the way is pretty flat and then downhill. So like all of mile 11, 12, and 13 were pretty much downhill. So at that point in time, I was coasting. I just was cruising downhill, felt really, really good, knew that the finish line was coming up, so started to really pick up my pace. At one point, I passed the 2:05 pacer, which kind of clicked in my head, wow, okay, like I'm running a lot faster than I thought I was, and making really good time. And I thought in my head, if I ran fast enough, I could maybe break 2 hours, which was like, that was not even a question, not even something I was shooting for, and would have just been such a cool thing to accomplish. So as soon as I passed the 2:05 pacer is when the flat and then downhill started. So I started just really trying to push myself. So my last few miles, so I did the uphill in 10 minutes, then mile 11 was pretty flat, ran that in 9:30, and then mile 12 and 13 is when I really started to push a little bit harder. So I went 8:20 pace for mile 12, and then 7:33 for mile 13, and it was negative 150 feet of elevation, so I was like running downhill. And yeah, once I got to the end, just seeing all the people lined up by the fences, by the finish line, cheering people on, is just such a positive, awesome energy. It's really hard to describe. You could tell people are getting like emotional, just like the accomplishment of finishing this endeavor for so many people was like such a emotional experience, and I just felt so hyped up, as you can tell by this clip. Yeah, was super pumped. And yeah, just finishing just felt so good. And yeah, I think the biggest takeaway was just how much fun I had doing this race. And I think that running and distance running is going to be something that is just going to be a part of my life for the foreseeable future, which is so crazy to say because that has just not been something that I thought I would enjoy or tried to enjoy. So yeah, really, really happy with my performance, with how the experience went. It just was, yeah, such a cool thing. Oh, and so I think my nutrition plan really worked out well. I think I did 4 gels. So I did the first one at mile 4. It was just a regular gel, no caffeine, and then did the second one at like mile 6, I want to say, and yeah, mile 6, and then another one at mile 8 right before the climb, and it was a caffeine gel, one of the BPN Go gels, so it has 75 milligrams of caffeine, and the mixed berry one is so good. It tastes like jelly, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's like you just had some of the jelly, and it tasted really good. So I had that one right before the climb, beasted the climb, and then I ripped one at mile like 10 or 11, I think. Yeah, it's mile 10 or 11. So I had just like that last boost of energy to really sprint, towards the finish. It felt like I was sprinting. Yeah, my 7:33 sprint. So yeah, the nutrition plan went well, and I'm just really, really excited with how everything went and really happy with my performance and how the experience went. As far as what's next, I have another big physical endeavor. I am going to do a half Ironman 70.3 in Salem, Oregon on July 20th. So yesterday was a really good benchmark to see how well I'm going to run that race and a good step in my training towards the next goal, which is that half Ironman. So yeah, basically my next video is going to be me starting to train for that half Ironman. So if you really enjoyed this video, if you are interested in watching me train for that half Ironman, I'm going to be documenting that experience and that process as well. So make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. Thanks again for watching. Peace.